is NBC 25 News at 11.
It's the flagship training center for athletes with Olympic aspirations.
The U.S. Olympic Complex in Colorado Springs, Colorado is home to a number of Michigan athletes paving their road to Rio. We traveled there to show you what's getting them ready for this year's games. At the foot of the Rocky Mountains, shadowed by the majesty of Pikes Peak, is a place where greatness lives, the Olympic Training Center in Colorado Springs, Colorado.
I like training here at the training center. I like training in Colorado Springs at this altitude.
The U.S. Olympic Training Center sits at just more than 6,000 feet. Now, it's an asset for athletes that benefit by training at altitude. In Colorado Springs, the percent of oxygen is 20.9%. Where it's sea level, it's 26%. The lower oxygen at the higher altitude means the body produces more and larger red blood cells, providing overall more oxygen in the blood, a good thing for athletes. An athlete's improved physiology from training at altitude can stay with them for up to 6 weeks after they move to a lower altitude.
One touch and go, come on.
Flint, Michigan's own 2012 Olympic gold medalist boxer Clarissa Shields is one athlete benefiting from training at the center. She's one of 115 resident athletes that call the center home. More than 500 athletes can stay on site during the year. Clarissa is joined by fellow boxer Michaela Mayer. She went to Northern Michigan University.
Everything we need is here, and it serves us. You know, it helps us to prepare and get ready to win gold medals.
I see all these other athletes rushing to practice, and I'm like, everybody wants a gold medal, and like that's why we do it.
Their selection as resident athletes works like this. The U.S. Olympic Committee partners with each individual sport's governing body. The individual sports select their own resident athletes, and the residency comes at no cost to the athlete or the sport itself. Some sports will then choose to offer stipends for living expenses to their athletes.
Some are developing athletes, still the best in the country at their age. At the other end of the spectrum, we have some multi-medalists in both the Olympic and Paralympic Games.
The center, spanning 35 acres, is a one-stop shop for elite athletes.
And they're not concerned about having to pay for rent or making dinner. We provide all the resources that an athlete might need. 15,000
athletes train here each year with the help of nutritionists, psychologists, physiologists, and sports medicine experts. One of the campus's gems, its new strength and conditioning center, offering 36,000 square feet of space designed for athletes. Clarissa and Michaela spend time here. There are training facilities for 12 different sports, including wrestling, where Northern Michigan University alumnus Andy Bisick trains, and gymnastics, where University of Michigan alumnus Sam McCulloch is working to earn a spot in his second games.
There's something about being a part of a team that really makes the sport of gymnastics enjoyable.
Actually being here is like we all have each other.
A place where athletes from traditionally individual sports find a team.
You're in the ring, you're alone, but to be able to train with my best friends every day, that's a great feeling.
They're also training under the direction of the very best.
That's the place to be, and I always want to be on this high level of coaching.
To become their best.
Put them in the best place to not only represent Team USA, but represent their communities, their cities, their hometowns, and the whole country down in Rio this summer.
A place where beauty and possibility tower.
It just makes me extremely focused and extremely motivated.
The backdrop for Olympic greatness.
Even the very best Olympians train in Colorado Springs.
University of Michigan alum and the most decorated Olympian of all time, Michael Phelps, was at the pool when we visited the center in April, and we will be covering our Michigan athletes all summer long. Catch their stories right here on NBC 25, your Olympic station.